Well, hello and welcome to Planet Wildlife, where art, activism, and adventure meet.
Our policy here has always been, people are wildlife too.
It only seemed appropriate to us to launch on Earth Day, as we are Planet Wildlife. Hopefully we're making the Earth a little better of a place.
Let's start with a little bit of our history. We started out with the sage grouse. That was our first awareness raising campaign. At the time they were an endangered species. Currently they are no longer on the endangered species list. From there we went on to the lynx. They are an endangered species in the Rocky Mountains. They had even been hunted completely into extinction. They're currently been repopulated in the state of Colorado. We did a big awareness raising campaign and a bunch of research. We found the best way to actually help with the repopulation is to start from the ground up and rebuild their habitat. That program is currently being carried on by the state of Colorado.
And the Colorado Lynx Project is something that's an ongoing project for us. We like to support that. So visit our website and get some more information on that if it's something that reaches out to you. In addition to our ongoing projects, we also have 2 new projects this year.
We support art projects here. We've taken 2 to Burning Man, and we also support other projects.
We also promote archery. It's known more as an art form than it is a sport, believe it or not. It's a great survival technique. It offers opportunities for scholarships, as there's very few people that are really into archery, but there are scholarships out for it. It has many health benefits. It's also a great family-oriented activity. One of the few things we could always get our teenagers to go to. What does a boy like more than to go shoot stuff? Older people can do it, younger people can do it. It's something that we strongly promote.
We also support photography. These days with digital cameras and amazing phones, anyone can become a photographer. So we're going to be bringing tips, tricks, hacks, tutorials, as well as actual photo safaris that you can go on. We're starting with photo contests where you can win prizes and become the featured photographer of the month.
And speaking of tips, one of the things that's a challenge for any photographer is power, extra batteries, so forth. We'd like to suggest you think about getting a power bank. This is a solar-powered power bank. It also has a flashlight on it. You can charge it with a plug, and it will charge any of your devices that have a universal plug like your telephone does. Many of your cameras also have the same plug. I haven't actually used this one yet. We have used this one on many occasions. It holds a charge for quite some time. It's been in my wife's purse for more than a month and still has a full charge on it. It rescued us for the first time when we were in Denver. We were about halfway to a destination using our GPS. The phone died, our car charger was not working, and luckily we remembered we had this in her purse. So 10 or 15 minutes later, the phone was charged, we were able to move on. We strongly recommend you get a power bank. Buy the ticket and take the ride. Get up, get out. We sponsor trips. We'll be sponsoring several trips this year. One such trip may be Burning Man again. We've gone there for 2 years in a row. It was wonderful experience, almost life-changing, I might say. We sponsored the camp for people from Australia and the US. It was a wonderful experience. We also sponsor other trips, fishing trips, boating trips, etc.
Here at Planet Wildlife, we support predators. Lynx are predators, people are predators too. We don't believe in trophy hunting, that's some crazy serial killer nonsense, but we do believe people have the inalienable right to feed themselves. So we sponsor invasive species hunts. We go after species that don't belong in their environments, that are harming the local habitat and the indigenous critters. We also do photo safaris. We went to Australia in the past. Now we do like to give adventure videos when we go on adventures, and if it's a fail, you'll get that too.
One trip that we took to Colorado turned a little bit ugly. We went out in the morning, the weather was beautiful. Come the late afternoon, it began to turn into a lightning storm. Well, the last hour of the trip was a little harrowing. I don't think the children realized how much danger they might have actually been in with the rising tide, but it was quite an experience. Everybody made it out alive. It was a lot of fun looking back on it.
Okay, so our adventure tip of the week is if you're going out on the water, there's two things that you need to take into consideration. One is the level of the water. You can find that report in the newspaper or probably online. Two is the weather. The reason that last trip turned a little rough is A, we didn't check the water level, so a 3-hour trip turned into 8 hours. Second, we didn't check the weather and missed the approaching storm. So remember, water level, weather.
And now we have a challenge for you. Our challenge this week is grocery bags. How many of you have 100 grocery bags or so underneath your sink? Well, we have a few, as you can see. So we challenge you, stop using grocery bags. Go ahead and go out, if you don't already have them, and most of us do, go ahead and get a reusable bag. How many times have you seen on the internet a picture of a dead whale on a beach because he has 1,000 of these inside him? Let's put a stop to that. Yeah, that's our fault. So please take the challenge. Go ahead and get a reusable bag and start using it. Now, it is hard to remember sometimes, so you leave them at home, you leave them in your car. If you have tips on how to remember to use those bags, please comment and send us your tips.
You know the drill, guys. It's time to click the red subscribe button, the little bell for notifications, and give us a big thumbs up. Definitely leave your tips in the comments if you have ways to remember those bags. Come back next Sunday. We'll be having camping tips for the bougie, as well as go through what's in our camera bag, and much more. Thank you for spending time with us tonight. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.